Welcome back to Island Tea with your faves, Kevon and Azem featuring Jade. And it is time to jump into Eat Local with the one and only Sweet Sister Sensia. Welcome and good morning.
Good morning. How are you, love? How are you?
Doing good?
We're in the presence of royalty, guys.
You better believe
You,
Right?
you don't even start.
we definitely are.
How you guys doing?
We're doing good, considering everything.
Under the circumstances, right?
Yeah, man. I'm giving thanks. What about you, Jade?
I good. I'm a bit concerned,
At least you have life.
but I have a life. Yes, that is true.
We are all concerned. We are all concerned, but at the end of the day, we gotta give thanks for life. We don't know if this is destiny.
Yeah, indeed.
I think our concern just started, however, because we found out recently that keys are apparently sticking to you once you're vaccinated. I don't know. Did you experience anything like that?
Jade.
I know you've been an advocate on why we should get vaccinated, but have you passed any keys and
Oh my
realized like
gosh.
they floated towards you? Anything at all?
No.
Oh, okay, I just
Jade,
making sure.
why would you subject royalty to answer?
I don't-
I need a second opinion, okay? I'm concerned for the nation.
No, to be honest with you, you're confusing me because you look like you're going crazy.
me, a man just call us and tell us somebody up the village said that 2 keys sticking to them. Now they've been keys that they've been vaccinated.
Like house keys.
They're
Yeah.
gonna check
Like
now.
house keys?
I assume so. Oh boy, but these are things that you have to deal with all the time in the media,
Yes.
boy. I can't even imagine the questions you probably just get sometimes.
No, I don't really get them kind of questions there because I don't really take on them kind of things. Here, to
Don't
be
mix
honest
me.
with you.
So it's us.
Yeah, I don't try to mix in them kind of things here
I'm
because
telling you.
when you start to get involved in them kind of things, it starts to get out of hand and sometimes you can't even control it. So before I reach to that stage, I just stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sound advice.
Well, yeah,
Sound
well.
advice.
But Sensi,
Something like they say prevention is better than cure.
indeed.
Oh, definitely.
Sensi, I just really want to thank you for taking the time and joining us.
Yep.
I know you got so much going on.
I was to do it quite a while now, but work and
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So
I'm home, so yeah, we can do it with Zoom.
all right, man. I appreciate it big time. I don't know if there's anybody under the sound of our voice or looking at us online who does not know who you are, but quickly tell the people who you are and what is it that you're into.
Well, I'm Sweet Sister Sensia. Into a lot of things actually, but first and foremost, right now I'm into motherhood. But I'm a DJ. I'm a radio announcer. I'm a mom. I'm a office manager. I'm a what am I not? I'm quite a few things, know.
Yes, indeed.
I do quite. I'm a coat of many colors, to be honest with you guys.
you.
But my most popular one is, media, radio. Doing my blogs on TikTok right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of different things. But I'm Sister Sensia. When I hit the clubs, I'm a totally different person.
Got you.
Yeah,
you.
we can attest to that because we've seen it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the truth is, even outside of, St Kitts and stuff, like your name ring out. I remember one time I went to, it was Antigua, and I was doing a show, and talking to one of the guys there who was working, and he goes like, "Oh, you're from? It's not like from St Kitts." And I said, "Yeah." He's like, "This girl, triplets?" I was like, "Yeah, I know." The man went off and the man moved as if he talking to somebody who met Michael Jackson or something. I was just like, what?
Yeah, man.
So she named
Yeah,
it
because
definitely
they
ring
love
out.
me over there. I ain't gonna lie. Antigua, I mean, I've been there quite a few times. I've been at quite a few places. I played in Montserrat. I played in Antigua. I played in St. Croix. I played in Tortola. I played in St. Lucia. Quite a few places in New York, Bronx, Brooklyn, boat rides, Orange County. I've been quite a few places making my name and, just basically getting out there and doing my stuff. But it seemed to me now our lockdown, my name getting out there more because, I started to put up a few of my clips on TikTok and a few of me and, different clips of me on TikTok. And now I'm locked down, I'm getting like the most calls to book me. But, everybody, I keep telling them, I wait until the 9 days quarantine go down to about 4 days. Yeah. And then I will start to make them trip because I cannot afford to be away from my daughter for so long. Because I would go and travel for a weekend or whatever, but I cannot afford to be away from my daughter too long because it would kill me. So.
Yeah, and I think that is something that a lot of us who travel in the business really looking at, like how the quarantine really affecting our ability to move and thing. And I don't think a lot of people recognize that's a thing.
That's the only thing about it right now because being down for 9 days is it's difficult.
Yeah,
and I can't. I mean, if I'm fully vaccinated and coming in with negative and you test me and negative, I personally think in 9 days is a little bit too long. You understand? And that's why I haven't even taken any booking. I have bookings lined up for October, like 4 to 5 bookings that I cannot say yes to because I can't deal with the 9 days because it's too long for my little one. You know what I mean? And she needs a mom.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, even on top of that, I think it's just financially difficult. From not, yes, we all want.
It's not really gonna be worth it.
Yeah, because think about it. You fly out, you fly back. You have 4 bookings in October. And each book, if you return from each booking, each time you have to do 9 days. Every time you come back, that is a lot. That you're spending more time in quarantine than doing the booking.
More time in quarantine than the booking.
You're going from quarantine back to the plane. That's what's gonna happen.
Right. And then the thing is, too, the quarantines ain't free. So whatever you make, you basically got to spend it in quarantine.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
because I don't mind it 2, 3, 4 days, but the 9.
Yeah, but it tends.
Yes,
it tends.
It sounds like this whole pandemic has been both a blessing and a curse because on the one end you're getting out there even more now, but what you really want to do you can't do because there's certain restrictions hindering you from that.
The other day because I started TikTok I think just late last year, and now I have 17,000 fans following me. Right?
Okay.
And just the other day I was on I put something on my Facebook and a woman messaged me and she said, you need to come Jamaica. Jamaica's over here, love you. So I said, what are you talking about? Like, my mind ain't even this. You call me video call in a business place wherever they're working, and people they're saying that's the Sensia that it just kind of like it made me feel so good to see that people out there accepting me now and seeing me and wanting, they're just amazed because how I do my little radio clips, like I talk and I drop a song, so they enjoy that. You check. So I want to get out there, but the days gotta go down.
Yeah.
We totally agree.
Hopefully that's the case, because the same to me, I was supposed to be on a show Sunday. Sunday was the 4th, right?
Yeah.
And so it just didn't make sense. I'd have been out like 3 weeks just to do one day. Like it wouldn't make sense.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I was saying, you have really cemented your name even before this TikTok thing, and so like
way before
you have been like a stalwart in this music thing for so long. Like, how did you get involved in music and particularly in DJing?
Actually, I think it has been in my genes from since I was a little girl. My dad was a musician, Mick Stokes, and he's a Calypsonian, and I've always been around music. From since I know myself growing up, my dad used to be outside playing his guitar, and I used to be anxious to run outside. This little girl sitting outside on the veranda with your daddy with the guitar, singing with him. One of the first song he taught me was Lollipop, and he used to play it every Sunday right there on John Street, and people would come and listen to us while we, doing our thing. And then what happened is he used to go DJ at Choice FM. And then I used to go with him sometimes because I found that I was interested in it. But before that, my brother used to have a record, like he was, the records. People DJ with CDs and stuff. He had a record.
Yeah, the 45
and every time I got a chance, I go in his room and I go on his records. Till he locked the door, he locked me out, everything. And every time he go, I would break a coffee lock and he come home and catch me in there. He ain't catch me taking up nothing. He just catch me and he records them, just mixing music. I could have mixed them. You understand? And then he just get fed up and just left me. And he make no sense because he ain't gonna keep changing his lock.
At this point.
And then, I get into what happened is one day how I got into radio is that my dad used to go by Choice FM to play, and then I used to go with him every afternoon because I used to love what he did going on the radio. So a lot of times he would be on the mic talking and people don't know I was the one in the background mixing the music. So he would go and chat and I would mix the music. So then one day he got a phone call, and an emergency phone call, and he had to leave. So he told me, must just study and mix the music. Don't say nothing, just mix the music. And I said, okay, cool. And as soon as he turned off and jumped in the car, as soon as he gone, I mixed the music and I just pushed up the mic.
Push up the mic, I mean.
And then I just started to talk. He was listening to me where he was. The boss was listening to me. And then everybody just fell in love with me, like from that. You know what I mean? And from that, he gave me my own show. And told me, you got to start doing your own show. And then, from there, I went to Sugar City Rock. And
what radio station this was?
Choice.
Choice, right.
Choice FM. Choice FM.
Nice.
This seems
Valti used to work at that same radio station as well. Valti and my dad. And then that's when Valti branched off and went on to Sugar City Rock.
Okay.
Right, and then me and Junior Lightbud used to work at Freedom together, and then that's when he branched off from Freedom, because I work well with everybody. I'm a people's person. You understand? Like I tell people all the time, even if somebody don't like me, that has nothing to do with me. I'm still gonna show that love to that person because I am a people's person. You know what I mean? I've been hated, bashed, different things, but at the end of the day, I still show love because that's all I grew up to know doing. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, once I believe in God and I pray to God, I don't have to worry about what people think or say. I'm still gonna be me. You check, I'm being that people person. I think that is what has helped me to accomplish so much and helped me to reach where I'm at and still doing it because I'm that down to earth, understanding people person. Like if I do a gig for you and you don't make it and you come to me and say, Sense, yes, okay, no problem. Just give me this and we're going to start out. I would just simply say, just pay me girls because as you know, I always travel with 2 girls.
Right,
and I always make sure that they eat. You know what I mean? Because they used to come with me all the time and I used to tell them that I don't think it's fair that you guys coming with me all the time and y'all not eating our food. So therefore, I make sure that, every time we go to play, they make their food. And if I have to play for you for free, I would say, listen to me, you don't have to pay me girls. You understand? Because that's just the type of person that I am. And I think once you have a down to earth and you're not acting more than you're not more than this person, or you try to be like you try to be more than what you really is. Because I feel like that's where a lot of people just fall, the ego.
Right,
you understand? The ego does get to, okay, you get popular, people start to love you, then you start to get ego and it start to get to your head. And then you start to forget who helped you to get there. You understand? The fans. And then you start to disrespect fans, you start to cuss, and that's where you see your downfall. Because people do not want to like you.
Yeah.
That
is so true. But I mean, you're basically telling me that a big part of you being able to succeed in all the things that you're doing has really been because you live good with people.
Yes.
You live good with people. And I think people underestimate how important that is because there's sometimes this belief that but you got to be tough and you got to be a certain kind of way and you got to be a certain type of person.
Of course, you got to be, you have to be tough, right? You have to, in this field, you have to be tough. You have to be ready for anything. You have to be prepared for anything. But at the same time, you can't expect to think that your toughness can make you walk over people, disrespect people, or downgrade people because you feel like you're on top. Oh, I'm the best and all liars this and all is crap. No, you don't do that. You understand? I'm good at what I do. I got a lot to learn because you might be a DJ coming up, Jade. You understand? A female DJ. And you might not know as much as I know, but you might know something I don't know.
Right.
You understand what I'm showing you? And could teach me what I don't know. And I could teach you what I know. You understand? Because no matter how good you are in life and what you do, you're never too good to learn something new from somebody who will probably even just come in the field. You understand? Some people will be like, oh, he just come in, he can't teach me nothing. That person can't. No. They can teach you something. You never know what they can teach you because maybe when you're out there playing all the time, that person behind you practicing something and learning something and could teach you something about the same program that you're using. But because your ego and your mentality is so high, you ain't want to come down to say, okay, yeah, maybe this person could teach me something, and then you try to downgrade them, and that's not good.
Right.
I completely agree because I remember before even knowing who you were on a different level, I used to be so intimidated by you, and because of all, I used to hear all these things, and I'm like, no man. And then when I actually, not necessarily bad, but things that would be
some a lot were bad, because I've heard some myself, and I used to be like, for sure, I do that. Sometimes you hear things, boy, you start to question yourself, but me, I remember doing that. You check, but some people make it so real, and that's where you see that. And even my email address right now, if I send you an email, the body of my email, the bottom part of my email gonna say, if you see me and judge me, you'll never get the chance to know me. But once you get to know me, you're gonna have no choice but to love me.
And that is a fact because after getting to know you on a different level, you know, being a part of the industry now and stuff. I'm like, no, she's a real sweet. Like, I would message you randomly, like, a song that I think would be, I haven't done it in a while, which I should be doing because I promised you.
You used to.
I know, I
promised you. You're slack.
I am. But, like, even doing those things, like, I just, like, you are somebody that I always look up to, especially being in this business. And the fact that you've been in this business so long, like, your gems, like, they are irreplaceable.
Yeah.
But just so you know, I always admire you too, because when you do your parties and all that stuff, you used to do it with class, and I used to be amazed at how you used to do your thing. Yeah.
Me?
So, even the boat ride, what you did, I was mad that I, missed it, because, like, I always say when Jade touches it, she touches it with class. So, yeah,
okay.
I used to be part of it. Yeah.
Oh, I want to go cry now. Hold on.
I did. I think I never told you so before.
No, I don't think so. Like,
well, okay, I'm telling you now. Yeah, I was amazed. You did your stuff with class, and I think if we do open back up, you should go back into that, because you know exactly what you're doing. And a female doing it, honestly, Jade, yeah.
My day's made. No, can tell me nothing else now.
No, we can't hold it.
You just got endorsed by royalty, Jade.
Listen, I'm going to clip this clip and share it all over the place.
Oh boy! But Sensi, you spoke a little bit just now about, like, women, and I know sometimes women, when you think DJ, when you think some of the things you're into, even radio personality, you don't always go directly to women. But you've managed to, as a woman, really set yourself on par with anybody in the field anywhere. Like, how was that journey as a woman? Was there any challenges that came up because you were a woman and people underestimating you, anything like that?
Yes.
Wow.
It was not easy at the start, I'm gonna be honest with you. And I gotta give thanks to DJ Yadi, he was one who actually, pushed me a lot in terms of the DJing, because he used to listen to me on the radio. And he used to show me and tell me what my faults are, where my mistakes are. And, with the soca and all that stuff, Ike, played a major role in terms of showing me how to mix my music properly and all that stuff. So, I gotta give thanks for them, because they really, really used to push me a lot. I remember when I came out in the field as a DJ, a certain individual, their system, their sound was, one of the tops, and they used to get hired a lot. And the promoter himself, the manager himself, used to say, if I'm on the event, his DJs are not going to be on the event.
Wow. And
when they ask what problem you have with Sensia, a female ain't supposed to be in the club, she's supposed to be in the radio house or in the house cleaning, basically. He was telling the promoters. And I didn't want to believe that he said that first, but then when I heard it from 2, 3, 4 different promoters, that's when I'll be like, what does this problem be with me? You know what I mean? So then I used to tell them, you're annoying me. No problem. I'll do your next event, when they're not there. But I just, since you don't feel comfortable doing it with me, then go ahead and use them. You know what I mean? So at first they were using them, but then everybody started to want Sensia. So then that's when they stopped getting the gigs them now, because you don't want to play on the gig with Sensia, but people want Sensia. Right. You understand? But when they talk, I just used to be, okay, cool, that's no problem. Me and bash, me and cuss, me went on. But I would always remember it, because they had a problem basically with me. But then I realized also they had a problem with Sugar Bowl as well. But but the main problem with me was because I'm a woman. Men supposed to be in a field dominated by men. But I keep telling people all the time, women can do most of what men do. I say most because I don't believe in the bedroom part of it. Most of what men do, and even better sometimes. You understand? And they underestimate us because of how they grow up with their mentality. So I just used to be laid back and cool and, wait my turn. I've waited my turn and I got my turn. And since I got my break, it's just been uphill all the way. You know what I mean? My first big break was when I was playing at Golden Ammon in Newtown. And they said these DJs playing, and then they say when they said Sensia, they had this guy from Antigua. He was in a wheelchair. I can remember him good. I can't remember his name, but I remember him good in wheelchair. And I passed through with my bag, and he was by the gate because I guess he was sharing with the guys at Ammon, and he was doing events all over. He does in Antigua and St Kitts, and then when he passed through, they tell him Sensia, he like a girl, what she can do, baba. So I went in and I cool and. And when I went on and I started to play, the man left the gate, like literally left him money by the gate for somebody else to watch, to come in his wheelchair and sit down and watch me hand fall like this, like he can believe that this girl, because I come in so innocent and cool. Hey, what's up? How you guys doing? Blah, blah, blah. And then when I take the microphone, I'm a totally different beast. I don't even say person, I just say beast. You understand? And from since that, he booked me for Antigua 4 times that year alone. That's why I started it out. Actually, first travel was Antigua. Okay. And I 4 years that year, and ever since then, every year after, I used to go for Poison That birthday event. Every year for 5 years, I went to Poison That birthday event. Wow. And then other people started to book me. They had a different clash, this, that, and I went there 1 year. I was playing on a big basketball court. It was like a lot of people. I end up wonder because shots started fire, but a lot of people. But that night, I think I had left my trademark in Antigua by that same basketball court because that was like a totally different sense. Even my girls and Kita, the thick one, what has been with me, she cried. She cry water out she eye. When I done perform, she cry like, when I say cry like a child, she's so proud. Yeah, ball. Like, she was so proud of me. Like, and that the first time she ever did that was when I was in St. Martin when I played. They had a female, not really a female clash, like a female shutdown in St. Martin.
Right.
They had females. Man, if you remember that one year, they were posting it up. They had females from Jamaica, females from Anguilla, St. Martin, Antigua, Dominica. One of them seems Grenada the talk a kind of patois. What is Guyana? Is Guyana the talk a different language? I got one of them the talk a different language.
Dominica the talk a different language.
Dominica and St. Lucia. Dominica and St. Lucia. It
gotta be Dominica then because she speaks
Creole.
French.
Yeah, Creole. Creole, yeah.
Okay, well it's Dominica. I was impressed with. She was a Rasta lady from wherever she was from, and the reason why I was impressed with her is because she pulled good music, but it's just that I couldn't understand her because she talked a different language. But she pulled some music. But what happened is, I just tell people all the time, in order for you to win, you gotta know your crowd. If you don't know your crowd and you just jump on and you start to play, you're gonna have a problem. DJs gotta play for 1 o'clock and they're walking in the dance 5 to 1. You can't really do that because you don't know what the DJ before you played. You don't know what the people are moving to, and that could set you off.
Right.
I like to know. That's why it's something I hate to take 2 gigs in one night because it'll be difficult for me, right? But I love it because at the end of the day, it pays the bills.
Right.
But when I gotta play at 1 o'clock, I want to be there like 11 because I want to hear what's going on. I want to watch the crowd. I want to see what they're reacting to.
Right.
When I went for that event in St. Martin, I left my trademark there as well because while I was there, everybody was using laptop at that time. I was into my CDs. I wasn't into the laptop thing yet. I was in the training mode of laptop because, I started with records, then I went to CDs. So I was with my CD. The only female with a CD bag. You understand? I didn't feel kind of shame at that time, but I say, you know what? At the end of the day, I do what I got to do. So then what happened is, everybody behind you sitting down and, watching the crowd and whatever. I tell them I going out front. They said, no, because we want nothing happen to you. You got to stay. I said, not me. Me come sit down behind and watch nothing. I said I had me 2 girls with me because I usually travel with 1 or 2.
Right.
And we went out front. I started walking the crowd by drink. And then what I realized is that a lot of older folks was in the crowd. People in their 30s, their 40s, and 50s. I could have swear I see somebody in there look like they're about 65, 70, like old people. Like I guess because they see all these female DJs and they want to experience it. Right. A lot of older folks, and that's why the DJs them behind you didn't notice. So everybody jump on and want hype to play this and hype to play that and play all the new tunes and go crazy, and you hardly gain the crowd rock.
Right.
So I said, okay. So when I went on now, I went in my CD bag and I think I only played with 3 CDs I played with. 3. I only pulled 3 CDs. What I did was put like a reggae with the Bob Marley them and the Berries them, and I pull an old school with the Marvin Gaye and the Luther Vandross them and stuff like that. And I start off with the Marvin Gaye, like let's get it on, like music. And then kind of practice what you preach. You want to see the place rock. It's like I changed the whole atmosphere to another level. You understand? And I gave the people them exactly what they wanted because I know what type of person's in the crowd. Right. And that's what happened because they stay behind there and look pretty, sexy and all that stuff. But, I big up DJ Biggers from St. Martin because she was really good too. Not my love to her. But my thing is, like I said, if you don't read your crowd, understand your crowd, you're going to go and flop yourself and you embarrass yourself and you feel like you ain't play good because the crowd ain't move.
Right.
One of the most difficult crowds I ever had to deal with is Tartola crowd. Tough.
Yeah, Tartola is a different place.
And once you get them to move, eh? And let me tell you, when I get them there to move, I feel like, okay, I accomplished a trophy.
Yeah.
You understand? Because I've been there like 3 different times. 2 times before it was tight. But when I really start to understand them now and I get them to move, I was like, okay, I win a trophy.
And you see, that's something that I think a lot of people underestimate. You know, a lot of times people look at DJs and think, like I tell people, you think because you press play a DJ? No.
Far from the
like,
truth.
DJs is psychologists, technicians, all kind of things. Like
everything in one.
That's a gift to be able to.
It's a gift.
It's a gift to be able to know what people want without them telling you.
And you can't just get up and say, I want to be a DJ because you see that person over there DJing and look like they're doing it and you want to do it and you're like, no. You have to love music.
Right.
True.
You have to love music. Like, for instance, sometimes I home in my house cleaning and you know why I home listening? People think I'm home listening dance or soca. I home listening country and western, you know? You understand? When you see me do a country and western segment on my radio show, you wonder where I know the music you're from. Because I love country and western. But then what I also notice that a lot of people just take country and western music and make it to reggae and make it to R&B.
Right.
You understand? So to me, a lot of it start from the country and western, you know?
Yeah.
Right? But you have to listen to a lot of the different variety of music. To be honest with you, I don't really like too crazy about the hype, techno kind of fast. Boom boom steel, like we call them rock band. Sometimes I
love
them,
them.
but make crazy about them. But I still try to listen to different types of music. You know what I mean? I can't just jump on and
you have to learn your craft. You have to learn your craft and study. Yeah, man.
Somebody asked if you do jazz actually.
I do jazz, but not much. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not too crazy about it. I keep telling myself I need to get into it. I love a lot of instrumentals. I love Kenny G. Sometimes I just put on Kenny G music and just rock and whatever. But me too crazy about it. But if I would be like I said, right now I'm home. I'm trying to get into a lot of different ones. To be honest with you.
Right.
You know?
I mean, I just think it's so incredible, the stories that we're hearing about you being able to go out. And just full disclosure, I don't know if you're watching, but Tasha online, I see Kida online sending you lots of love.
See, that's Kida. That's the one who.
Yeah.
I see them on Tasha.
Because she said she's tired crying, so you know she.
I see them on Tasha. Tasha was when he was in New York for the boat ride, and I was there playing, and she's standing up by me, right? I can remember that day well. And she's standing up by me on a plane, and St Kitts people came out. When they see Sensia in New York and we do boat ride, whatever, St Kitts people just come out in the numbers. St Kitts and Nevis, they come out in the numbers. And one day I was playing, and Tasha was with me, and Tasha right next to me, and Tasha, boy, I ain't telling a lie. I just watched the look on her face. Well, when you're not, like you see somebody, Tasha is like me. She's like my big sister. She's like a protector for me.
Right.
Sometimes I just argue with her because she feel like she's my mother, right? She's my mother, and if I can't go wrong, but when it comes to her, I could tell you, I could call her anytime. She would sit down at my bedside. If I had the hospital bed, she lay down in the bed with me and all. And the way she look on her face when I was playing, right? I playing. And I look across and I watch her and I smile because I could tell she's proud.
Right.
You know, Kida is the one. She's Kida the choir. Kida the choir. We go St Martin and them things there, and I play good. Sometimes when she drink and she rum, but you want to see Kida choir. But it still doesn't make me feel good because once I know I please my family and my close friends, them, I know I did a good job. But then when me tell you something, if I play tonight, right, and I play for you, Jade, I may play good. Tell yourself, it's word from she and am I I say, they abuse me. You ain't play good tonight. I go in with a different sound, man. I can't take it no more. She be like, I go in with Sparry, man. I go in with Street Boy. You're messing up now, So sometimes I feel bad, but I would think about it and be like, yeah, and then I'll just go back in my playlist and try to reset because I say, okay, when I go back out, I can't get them kind of word again. But
that's good though. It's nice that because sometimes we have people around us in the places where we do what we do, and they don't hold us accountable.
Nope, bunch of yes people.
Like, yeah, you don't want a yes man. You don't want somebody who's there and gonna give you have a bad night. They say, yo, you did great, because then they give you the room to learn and improve. So. Occasional abusing good here and there.
Yeah, I mean the critics help you, because even because I remember one day, and I'm gonna forget this day, EK. I was playing music on the radio. I was mixing soca because I was just I'm more into the love songs, the R&B and the reggae and dance. I'm not gonna lie. And then I started to say, Michelle, open up. get into the soca. That's when you was at Sugar City Rock. And then one day I'm mixing the soca, and you know the music ain't cutting in good. And I do remember one day Ika coming to do. I said, "What you doing?" So like, he's like, "That's not how you mix soca." So I like, "But Ika, give me a chance now, trying here." And then he said, "Come, let me show you how to mix soca." And he did show me. We didn't get it all in one day, but then he did show me. And then, you know, from that is like I don't pack it now, you know what I mean? I always got to give him thanks for that, because let me tell you something, he ain't play with me that day. When you come in, you know, when somebody, like, you know, it's like your boy, you're like your boy something, like you buy a car. And sorry, baby, my baby, wake up. You buy a car. You buy a car and somebody lend somebody the car and you scratch your car. He can come in on me like I scratch his car, because he just buy it. And let me tell you something, I could never forget that day as long as I live. And from since that day onward, I tell Mr. Michelle, learn to mix your soca. I have just learned, and yeah, I got him to thank for that.
And I actually remember one of your soca selections. I remember it good. It was the last school effect we had actually. It was I think it was the last school effect we had it.
Was it up there by the factory, up there by Connery?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and because everybody was like, "Oh, you know, we're gonna hear more dance all night," and when you come out, boy, and you give them that soca section.
You see, right now, like I try to put myself in a position where I want to surprise you.
Right.
You understand? When I say surprise you, when you think of me coming at you one way, I just come at you a totally different way and surprise you. So when I surprise you, be like me, Michelle was really different. Michelle was really good. When I hear them things there, I feel good. I feel like I accomplished something. When somebody could message me phone, even when I'm doing a radio show, you understand? And my fans, them message me at the end of the night and say, "You're like Friday night. I was on, me gonna lie, I actually enjoy Friday night that I played on the radio. To me, I was on. And when I say I was on, because I even do my little clips and stuff like that and put them on my TikTok. And at the end of the night, I think I got about 16 messages telling me that my show tonight was great.
Yeah.
And even if I had to get one message, I would have been like happy, because and the day once I please one person, I feel like I accomplished a lot. That's just me.
One thing that I recognize about Sensi is that her fans, like, is not a matter that they just, oh, she popular or she, like, it seems like a genuine lover.
What?
Like, there's people that genuinely love me, and it has to be a testament to the fact that that's the energy that you give off. And so that's the energy that you give back.
Because, you know, even like I said somebody the other day, sometimes when y'all feel like I'm here, sometimes I'm here on the phone with somebody trying to comfort them, talk to them, listen to them. Because sometimes even the fans, they need a friend. You know what I mean? Sometimes they need that one person that could talk, and somebody be like, "You got a minute? I need to talk to you." I said, I mean, I might be busy, but hey, if you need to talk, we can talk. Call me. You understand what I'm showing you? Because I try to be that friend that people need, that friend that when we talk, whatever we talk about, I don't even remember it tomorrow. I only remember it because I have to for you, but I won't remember it to say, I'm going to tell Jade, I'm going to tell as well, I'm going to tell, you know, whatever, because at the end of the day, what we talk, it stays here. Right. Understand? And I tell people all the time, I tell my friends all the time, whenever you have something going on with you, tell me what you want me to know. Don't force yourself to tell me something because you feel you have to. You understand? Because at the end of the day, if you trust me enough to know that, hey, I'm going to hold it down for you, then tell me. If you don't feel so, then don't. Because I would never force my friends or anybody to tell me anything. But at the end of the day, I believe in loyalty and I believe in trust. I'm a friend to myself. That's why I could be a friend to anybody else. I tell people all the time, me and my best friend been friends for like 25 years. The most time we ever argue is when she feel like she more ignorant than me and I feel like more ignorant because you understand? Me and my cousin Tasha, we don't live like cousins, we live like sisters. You understand? We get along very good. Yeah, we just get hard and talk at one another because she feels she's my mother. and you know, my cousin kidded them and stuff like that. I just tell them how it is, and sometimes people can't take it how it is. But I tell them all the time, I cannot be a yes friend. If you're looking for a yes friend, go look a yes friend. Because I am not going to say yes to everything that you do. Same time, I don't want you to tell me yes to everything I do. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. And that's what people don't understand. As soon as you tell a friend they're wrong, they carry feelings, don't want to talk to you for days, weeks, and that don't make no sense. You understand? Me and you argue, we say what we got to say. You know, hour after I text you, what you doing? What going on? How you there? You understand? We move on as if it didn't happen. Some people just carry too much grudge and too much hate and anger in themselves. And that's where you see a lot of people that end up sad, lonely, and depressed because of how their mentality is set.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, it's so interesting. Like, I mean, you're talking about, people being able to reach out to you and you being accessible to the people, and that's something I could really see. And you've been involved in radio for so long, and it's come out in that forum for some time. You had, I think you used to be on the show. There was A Man's Point of View, and
we still do that, but the quarantine kind of put on debating and Buckingham always feel like they're right.
So like I know, like people respect your views. They respect your words. They respect you. Basically, that's what you come down to.
Yep.
I mean, I've told you before, like, how much I appreciate all that you do and stuff like that. Like, I really respect you as a DJ, somebody involved in entertainment, and the way even the
and you love the homegrown show.
I was about to say like you do your part to really try and give a platform to local artists, which is something that I'm really grateful
I'm
for.
glad you said that too, because I open up my platform to everybody, and I made sure I said that before I started my show, because sometimes I might bring on somebody on the show and they don't sound good, they don't sound hot, they don't sound thing, but I believe in giving people chances in terms of if you start out today, you might not sound as hot as a Byron or a DJ or a Highlight or Infamous or whatever, because you just start. You need practice, you need time. You understand? Because I tell people all the time, he might not sound good, but you wouldn't believe that he might sing a song that might give it such a hit to give people in overseas recognition of St Kitts.
Right.
But in our eyes, he don't sound good, or he ain't sound better than Highlight. Okay, fine. He ain't sound better than DJ, he ain't sound better than Infamous or whatever. But that one artist that you might be downgrading today might sing a stupid song in your eyes that might be an amazing song in somebody else's eyes to give us that recognition. So that's why I believe in giving everybody a chance. Even if you feel like you can't sing or you could sing, you come, I'm gonna give you the chance. I don't turn on nobody. I don't care what nobody say. Oh, wait, they're gonna radio. Some of them, I don't care. I am not turning down anybody. You want to interview, you want to sing a song, and even if you ain't got it on record and you want to come in and sing live, my door is open and welcome. Just call me ahead of time so I make sure that you don't, clash with other people, so that everybody got their fair time. And I'm not going to say no. If but now, maybe I'm not going to say no. You will be on my show once you want to be on my show, because that's just who I am.
That mean I have a chance, Azem.
Do you have a chance?
Of course, you have a chance.
Listen,
if you don't have a record and you want to come in and sing live for me, you want to sing live for me, you come in and you sing live for me.
Let's not do that, Sensi. Let's not.
No, that's not what she said. She said she gives everybody a chance. What y'all trying to?
Jade, we just talk about friends being honest. We just talk about friends being honest.
Let's go.
Okay, y'all don't know my talent.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, good thing is Sensi said her door is open, me coming through y'all's door, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. My door is open, Jay. Don't tell them no.
Thank you.
Mine is open.
Why you singing them?
You don't worry about that.
Why staging me? Carvet?
No. What?
Gwyneth? DJ Gwyneth?
Watch here, no, they got Jade the Kingdom, if you keep them there close, you might get a connection, you might get a lot of love, because people might be looking for Jade and click Jade.
See, exactly.
I'll find you.
Okay.
See the plan?
She management hat now.
See the plan?
Oh man, but Sensi, unfortunately, like, I know it feels up to me, we'd say and talk forever, but
I know, right?
But time upon us, so we're gonna have to cut it short. But really appreciate you taking the time to come out.
Definitely.
Really appreciate all that you do. And one of the things I didn't even mention, I mentioned it quick now, is that I see since Sensi that there's more women getting involved in the DJing thing, and I think that's a direct result. Are you blazing the trail?
I agree.
And real talented DJs too.
There could have been a lot more women here, especially in St Kitts as well, because there were some talented female, but it's just that they wasn't focused and they didn't show up where they want to go. And that's a problem. If you don't know where you want to go, you understand? You're going to stall. If you don't believe in your dream, you're going to hold back and you're going to reach where you want to go. Because I will want to see another Sensia. I want to see somebody better than Sensia. Because you're going to come a time in my life I'm going to give it up.
Right.
That's so true.
And getting younger.
I wonder if I could do another thing, eh?
I think you can, Jade.
Jamie was teaching me, but
There you go.
I think you can. You understand? And my thing is, once you know to talk to the people, then you lock it.
Well, yeah.
You have no faith in me, man.
Yeah.
Wow. No.
Gawain actually came up with a good name for you, DJ Crass.
DJ Crass, aka Jada.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Better than DJ Gwen. That's what I was going with.
Listen.
I want 10%.
Kevon done in your pocket, eh?
See what I
Hey,
have to
tell
do.
Hosier, thanks for saying good interview. Yes, I enjoyed it this morning. I guess I woke up prepared for you guys because it's been a while. Jade been asking me a while, but but hey, we're here and we had fun, right?
Definitely.
Nothing happened before your time.
Nothing at all.
Cute.
All right. So, again, Sensi, really appreciate you. It's been a real pleasure. I don't think anyone here could say otherwise.
No, man.
So, thank you so much. Keep doing what you're doing. Looking forward to what's next for you because I know
right?
there's more to come. I know we only getting started on this journey, and I'm really looking forward to see what you get into next.
Right when I'm home in the quarantine, we're doing some acting. I teaching my children them to act, you know.
What?
Because, yes, we video what we just do with skinny fabulous Han again.
No, but I gotta go check for that.
I posted on my Facebook and Skinny Fabulous come on there and comment and share it. And
What?
Yeah, me and my father doing a small little 30-second clip. You know? we quarantine, so we have to find things to do.
I feel you.
Yes,
I feel
that
you.
is
I feel
true.
you. I feel you. Well,
I'll send you the video. You share it with them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I feel like that's what gonna happen. I feel like out of this quarantine here, since you can just come out. Well, she already doing it with the TikTok thing, and so like, we gone clear.
Definitely.
We gone clear.
Love.
But yeah, guys, I really appreciate everybody who commented, all you guys who came on and be a part of the lives on Facebook and YouTube and WINNMedia SKN. Really appreciate
Let me just big up Gawain Freight and SH. I don't know who's SH, but I realize SH been commenting decent all morning. And, just let them know that I appreciate it very much. RCE 55, thank you very much. Yes, I'm very down to earth. Very, very down to earth. I try to be that person.
Indeed.
And I ain't going to change. I have a daughter now, so I'm actually extra down to earth because I have to basically have that patience to be a mom.
Right,
you know?
for sure.
About it.
But it was a pleasure, guys. Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you.
And I guess that's just a testament to the fact that we got some of the best fans around. Like, people that come in. Like, sometimes I wish I was on the live, eh?
To come in?
Yeah.
I mean, I have a phone, but you know.
One of these days, I'm just like, don't come in and just like wreak havoc on the live.
Whatever.
Just like I said.
Chrissy, come here. Come here.
Oh, she
come here.
She up?
Come here. Let's just say hello quick.
Yeah, come let's say hi to the fans.
Say hi. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, baby.
Hey.
Hi.
Wave.
Hi.
Yes. So, guys, enjoy y'all day and take care. And thank you guys very much.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks so much.
All right.